What's up guys, FUTBERG here and welcome to How To. In today's episode we are going to look at my top tips to run your FUT account. So let's jump over straight into the first one. First up, we have the obvious BPM. Do it anytime, anywhere. All you have to do is keep opening them 400 coin bronze packs, store everything in your club. Happy days. The more players you get into the club, the better you are going to be equipped to go forward. At the very start of FIFA as well, you can use this for FIFA 21. Start doing bronze pack methods, and then when the League SBCs are slowly released into the game, you can either sell all those bronze players from the League SBC League, or you can go and do it yourself for a cut price. Number 2 on the list is to do with informs. Now this is something I have done from week 1 of FIFA. Every week I'll take 100 to 150,000 coins. Now I know everyone won't have this amount of coins to do that, so you can do it with some select players. Now what I do, I've taken a random team of the week here, as you can see on the screen. It's team of the week 21. Now what I would do is I would go out and I would buy every single team of the week for discards and around discard price. So for instance, if we click on this Yerry Mina, when he came out first of all, his price there, his low price coming in on the Thursday was around 13k. I would have gone out and I probably would have bought him at about 12.5 to 13k, just stuck him in the club and forgot about him. If you look at his price now, it's 24k. That's for an 84 rated inform. Now for another example here, you've got someone like Gingsek. Now he will have been discard when he came out, as it'll probably show here. There we go, 10.5k. I would have gone out, put him in a club, and no matter whatever happened, I can always discard this card for 9,900 coins, I think it is. But if I put him in my club, completely forget about him, look what he's worth now. He's worth 17k. So just go and do things like that. I would go out and I would buy every single card 80 rated and above. So if you say for instance you're picking these up at around discards or just over, you've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 coins, maybe 90, and then I would go out and I would buy some of the 84s. I don't know if some of you will remember at the beginning of FIFA when informs weren't really needed that much. You could go out and you could buy like an 86 rated Harry Maguire for like 17k. And then when informs were starting to be needed for SBCs, etc., those 86 rated informs were jumping up to like 40k plus. So if you start storing things in your club from an early date, you are going to absolutely reap the benefits when those cards are needed. So that is my tip number 2. Number 3 on your list of things you want to do is learn some basic trading. You can follow me and you can follow my trading tips, but there is an absolute unbelievable amount of accounts over on Twitter that you can go and follow. If you want, go to my Twitter, click on the people that I follow, and I follow a hell of a lot of really good traders that you can learn some great advice from. Now, I am going to talk you through one little bit of trading here, which is substitute trading. Now, on Friday in the week just gone, FUT Birthday came out and Alan St. Maxim received a FUT Birthday card. Now this 84 that you can see on the screen was coming in at 196,000 coins when that FUT Birthday dropped. Now in the first couple of hours leading up to FUT Birthday, when we had the talk on Twitter that Alan St. Maxim was in the FUT Birthday squad, this 84 rated inform started to drop in price, and he actually dropped down. It says 187k here, but he actually dropped down to 172k. This is where I went and picked him up. I picked up 10 between 172 and 175k. Now I knew straight away that the FUT Birthday St. Maxim would be out of the price range of most people on the game. So what they'll do, people will sell this 84 rated St. Maxim and they'll go, I'm going to go and buy the new one. 6 o'clock comes, the new one comes out and people go, right, I can't afford that, I'm going to have to go and buy my old one back. So they go back out and they buy their old one back, and that's where the price starts to increase. And if you look at the graph now, he's currently at, I'd say 230k. This 225 is an undercut, so he's around 230k. I picked him up at 170 to 175,000. He's now at 230. Little bit of quick maths. That's 55k per card if I held on to him. I actually sold him for, I think I sold him for 205k, so I could have held him for that little bit longer, but I wanted my coins back. So that is a simple substitute trading method. You are buying the substitute, so the lower down version of a new card that's coming out. Another kind of trading that you can do is like a complement trading. So say for instance, I don't know, say for instance we take this St. Maxim. When St. Maxim comes out, you would look at somebody who complements him. So you could say, for instance, someone from the Premier League who's French, who is a meta card. So someone like Kante. So when St. Maxim does come out, you could say to yourself, okay, people might go and buy Kante because it'll help get St. Maxim into their team with that strong link. So you want to look at complement trading as well. It's very effective. That is step number 3. Step number 4 is quite simply set your club up to run League SBCs as soon as possible. Once you do get yourself into a very good position, if you start doing my basic tips early, you will get your club into a position where you can run League SBCs constantly. Now this is great because you get to open loads of packs, and who doesn't like opening packs? But also when you come to think about it, if you're opening all these packs all the time, you're getting loads of consumables. You are never going to have to buy consumables again. You'll never have to worry about going out and buying chem styles. You'll never have to worry about buying squad fitness or contracts or injury cards. And also opening all them packs, you're always giving yourself a chance of packing a huge player. So step number 4 is go out and make sure you get yourself into a good position to do League SBCs. Now that includes doing your BPM or doing your silver pack method when the time is right. Now silver pack method, the time is right to do silver pack method if we take for example the Major League Soccer. When, it doesn't show here, but when Apara came out for the MLS, he was talked about as this absolutely insane player. Everybody wanted him, and silver cards from the MLS went through the roof. They were selling for between 2, 3, 4, 5k per silver card. Now that is an example of when silver pack method is brilliant to do, because you do your silver pack method, if you hit one of them cards, you're going to be able to sell it for a hell of a lot. Plus you're also getting a load of other silver cards into the club from other League SBCs. So that is another little method. You've got your BPM, your silver pack method, and if you're really rich, you can do a bit of gold pack method, and you've got your chance of packing your icons and your other big cards in there. But that is step number 4. Get yourself geared up to start the League SBC grind as soon as possible. Step number 5, trading. I know step number 3 was about trading methods, but step number 5 is going to be about more trading methods, because once you think you've learned a load, guess what? There's even more you can learn. So you need to jump in, you need to learn different styles of trading. The more strings you've got to your bow, the easier you can make coins. The more coins you've got, the more methods you can do. The more methods you can do, just the easier this entire thing becomes. And come team of the season, when you want to be playing with any team you want, you can, because you have learned to make those coins. You can get all those coins that you need from applying different methods at different times. When different players come onto the market, you can go into your arsenal of trading tactics and you can do different things. When the market's stale and you don't know quite what to do, you can learn about club stocking, which I'll talk about in a minute, or you can learn to do just any style of trading to apply when anything is happening in the game. If the market's dead, you need to learn something that's going to bring you coins. When other people are stuck for something to do, you're there making coins, chugging away at it. I did it this year with some kit trading. Now people laughed at it, okay? But when the market was completely dead, I was turning over kits like nobody's business. And I was making a hell of a lot of coins. So step number 5 is to just keep on learning. You never ever know everything. Every day you can learn something new. Step number 6 is all about timing, and it's learning when the time is right to do certain things. And one of the main things to do at a great time is club restocking. Now, you may remember around 2 or 3 weeks ago, FIFA was absolutely dead. We weren't getting any SBCs. It was almost like EA had written the game off. Now, that was the time to do a club restock. I went out and I restocked my club with everything from 84s all the way up to 89s and 90s. And then you've got like the Oblak is the 91, etc. And then a few days later, EA decided to release the Icon SBC. 86s went from 10k to 20k. 87s went from 20k to 35k. 88s went from 30k to 55k plus. And as you can imagine, I'd stocked my club up with every single 84 and above card. And I'd spent maybe 900,000 coins doing that. And then when that Icon SBC came out, I sold everything that I'd invested to put into my club, and I managed to make back around 1.4 million in just clean profit. So if you can stock your club up at the right time, then you can make an unbelievable amount of coins. And then when the market dives back down again, you go out and you restock your club again and you do the same thing. So it's just sort of like a curve. It's going up, down, and you are finding when it hits that low part, that's when you go in. When it hits the high part, that's when you get out. And it is as simple as that. Learn these timings, learn when the market looks to be at a certain stage, learn price fluctuations of different ratings. So when an 86 hits that 11k mark, I am going in. When an 87 hits that 21k mark, I'm going in. And then when it hits a high mark, so when the 87 then hits say 29, 30k, you say, okay, I'm getting out now. And learn to do the same again as it comes back down. And that is as simple as that for step number 6. Step number 7 is don't waste your coins. So many people go out when they see a new SBC and they complete it, even though they know themselves that in a week's time that card is not going to see the light of day in their starting 11. You need to be picky. I know sometimes you could miss a card that you really want, but think about it in the grand scheme of things. In a couple of weeks down the line, is that card really going to benefit your club? I would look at the player section on the SBCs, and they are what I would describe as end game players. You've got Agbonla, Vidal, Boateng, Sergio Ramos, Alexandro, Leroy Sané, Eden Hazard. I would describe those as end game players, and the good thing about them is they have got no time limit whatsoever. What a lot of people get sucked into is the time limits, whereas right now in the game we've got an Ozil 90 rated, and I think he's out for another 2 or 3 days. Now people are going to think to themselves, right, I've got 2 or 3 days, do I need this card? And they'll panic and they'll just go and do the card, knowing full well that probably in a week's time another Cam will come out from the Premier League, and they'll think, oh, I don't need that Ozil anymore, I'll go and buy this new card. But then you're stuck with that 90 rated Ozil that you've put 250k into, and those liquid coins have completely gone now. You have just got a 90 rated card that's worth the lowest 90 rated. So if you went the cheapest by rating 90, your 200k Ozil is now worth 64k max. Okay, so what you need to do is learn when to do an SBC and learn when it is right for you. Don't do it for the sake of doing it. Step number 8 in my guide to how to run your FUT account is probably the main one. Stop getting angry at the game. I know it's hard. We've all done it. We've all launched our controllers across the room. EA have got a thing that they get up there, they wind us up. At the end of the day, it is just a game. Try to remember that. Don't be spending real money on this game. You will get nothing. You go and you watch Bateson and you watch Castro and they're spending all this money. But at the end of the day, how much are they actually getting back for this money? I know this is their jobs. They will get money back from the revenue they make from YouTube, etc. But imagine they spent that much money and they weren't doing it for a video on camera. How much are they actually getting back for the money that they've spent? Just learn to enjoy yourself. Don't waste your money. Learn how to make your coins. and FIFA will be a much more enjoyable experience knowing that you've got your team from working hard to get it. That is going to be the end of this video. It's just 8 simple points on my view on how to run your FUT account. If you want any other advice or any other of these how-to videos, if you'd like to know how to do something else, get in touch in the comments. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if I've helped you in any way. Just think about subscribing to me because it really helps out in the long run. And I will see you in the next video, guys.